So I'm going to talk about, we had a bunch of different groups in the morning we went to, or places to work at, and I liked the VBS. We get to help out with this one place. It's not really a vacation Bible school, but more of a, what the counselor said was a daycare, but it was much more than that. We got to play a lot. We sort of separated into groups, and I was put in the basketball group. And my favorite part is there was a kid there, and I got to teach him. He really wanted to learn how to spin the basketball on his finger, and I got to teach him that.
My group was Mount Wesley bunk beds, and we made 8 of them, and I really enjoyed building bunk beds. And I met a lot of friends, and it was a really fun time.
So I'm talking about the rec we did. So we went to the lake one day, and it was really fun. We played ultimate frisbee, and we swam. And then the next day after that, we did swimming pool, and they had 2 diving boards. And then next was the movies. So we got to go to the movies, and we saw Inside Out. And I wanted to thank Pam and Pam for putting this all together, Eric and Charlie for being our sponsors.
Well, we also visited a community center, and at that community center we helped out with the charities that work in it, and they were so happy that we were there. They gave us a list, and we got almost all of it done, so that was nice.
The first day, my group went to the community garden, and my dad got to be in charge of me the first day. But basically what we did, I tried mowing the grass, and then we ended up hauling cinder blocks for 2.5, 3 hours, and then at worship, all 3 nights, it was really fun because our verse is Hebrews 12:29. Our God is a consuming fire, and it was just a lot of fun. They had the second night they gave us strips, and we wrote down our burdens. And Thursday night we went and we burned them at a bonfire, and I got to jam out with the band, so that was a lot of fun for me.
I was actually blessed to be able to go as one of the leaders, and they gave me 2 different sites, a community center, which was a bunch of cleanup and help get it ready, move some furniture out, get it ready to be able to bring some new people in. The other site was community gardens, where we were able to get it cleaned up. Reverend Noah, who replaced Pastor Schuler at the church in Kerrville, was in charge of that. We got to get his site cleaned up. It was probably over 120 cinder blocks that those kids got to move and put in place and set up, get it ready for them to be able to put dirt in to make raised beds for a community garden. It was a wonderful blessing. I was actually able to get, because of the way they had the kids divided up, I was actually able to get to work with all of the kids that were up there on all of the groups. It was a blessing.
Aaron rocks the house. That man can build or move anything. It was the adults that came was Charlie and Aaron, and they were a big blessing for us. They led those kids with much love. So just continue to pray for the kids. They did learn a lot about God's consuming fire and how to give their burdens over to God. And I do want to share that the black strips that they wrote their burdens on was written in pen, so no one could really see it as they were writing them. So they were pretty honest in the burdens they wrote on those strips of paper. And the next day, the adult leaders prayed over these strips, and we read them, and it's quite eye-opening what these kids deal with and the burdens that they have. And I just hope that each of us continue to pray for them, because they have big problems. It's not just about a test they're taking or parents. There's big, big burdens. And so continue to pray for these young people, and they are amazing and the hardest working kids I've ever seen. Thank y'all for supporting us.